Welcome back, everybody. Another podcast, another week. This is going to make it 3 weeks in a row. We're delivering a show. Spoiler alert, we're recording this the same time we record episodes 1 and 2 last week. Or maybe not. I don't know. You never know when this podcast is recorded. That's how we go. But what I do know is that we're going to have a great show here. Trust me, we're going to have a great show. A whole lot of great topics. 3 to be exact. So not a whole lot, but they're going to be good. They're going to be good. On top of that, as always, I am the host of this here mighty fine show. Sources needed on that one, but I am the host of this show nonetheless. And I am joined, as always, by Mitch.
Oh, you got it the right way around this time. Cool. Yeah. Socials, follow. You know the drill.
Are you posting on the threads, Mitch?
I'll be honest, I've opened Threads once, saw that I haven't posted in 3 weeks, and I haven't opened it since.
The last thing something died this fast was my first 360. That's the only thing I can compare it to.
No, Hive died pretty quick. Hive went.
See, I've never been on Hive, but Threads, I was there for 2 weeks. My original 360 lasted 12 hours before it red ringed, so this is some sort of record here. But, you know what else might not be a record, because he's here always as well. We got Tristan.
Same as me with the socials. Threads, people left that because it didn't have anything like quality of life from Twitter or X currently.
Yeah, it didn't have its own gimmick.
It's Twitter. This is not X. No one's ever going to call it X.
But people are excited. For Spider-Man currently got rated. It was T for teen, and it has some special stuff. And apparently, someone one of the known leakers said that God Over Ragnarok may be getting that DLC story.
Huh. Okay. That's cool. That's some good news there. So, got a little gaming news to toss in as well. And of course, Spider-Man, important. But this time, definitely not being attacked by Megatron or other evil Autobots is Ricardo.
Yeah, I'm alive. The Decepticons couldn't take me down.
Is AI really alive?
Now, Ricardo, why are you blaming Decepticons as the evil guys taking you down when Autobots enslaved the Decepticons, which is the whole reason they had their uprising?
Oh, here we go.
Well, this isn't Cybertron. This is Earth. This is
so point of view. Oh, welcome to America, I guess. Point of view is all that matters. But trust me, guys, it's going to be a good show.
Can't wait for Ricardo's mugshot to come out.
Right on. How was he an accomplice to Giuliani? I don't know, but that's Ricardo. Wait a second. You are in New York. That's mighty suspicious.
Exactly.
Whoa. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Last week wasn't the
Ricardo
Decepticons.
Giuliani confirmed.
My God. Well, that must have been some sort of record time for this derailed. At least we didn't kick it off with nonsense to begin the show.
I mean, you lied off the bat. It was never on the rails.
That's true, and I also promised a good show. We know this ain't going to be it, so...
Yeah,
that's true. But I suppose, after all this, we should just get to the actual show, because we got a few topics worth talking about here, so let's just jump. We learned this week that James Gunn has taken Nightwing behind a shed for the, to be fair, every other administration running DC Comics has done it for the last decade, but James Gunn has officially given it the old yeller by not allowing Nightwing, the movie, to move forward after it's been in development for, I'm not kidding, 12 years.
No, where I got my information, they lied to me. They said it was 5 years.
Okay.
Nightwing was going to happen since.
Well, it could have been a newer iteration from what
I was going to say. The DCEU iteration has been in development for 5 years, so that's
because it said it was supposed to be a spin-off from Ben Affleck's Batman, solo Batman movie, which
It
never.
would have been a
No.
prequel, right? Because they confirmed it was Grayson that's the Robin that died in that universe.
Right.
I think so.
But also remember, then David Ayer said, "Oh, but Zack Snyder told me that was like Red Hood," and then Zack
In
Snyder
fairness,
was.
A said a lot of things. I don't
True.
even know he knows what he's talking about anymore.
That's true. That is true. So but yeah, I don't think this film. Look, if the DCEU didn't do enough damage to the Bat family, Titans certainly did. So I don't think Nightwing was going to happen regardless. Like,
It's true, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, technically, because I'm reading up on this currently, and it's like, I think it was, I don't think they needed Humberto Gonzalez to say that it's dead at this point, because they had him in like parentheses as Ace Scooper. But it was kind of like weird a little bit, or interesting that they had, what was his name? Oh yeah, Chris McKay.
yeah.
He's directed some stuff, but like I wasn't so sure it was gonna be good enough, because like although he's helped directing like the 2 Lego movies and Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, he's also like directed Tomorrow War and Doctor Dolittle.
Yeah. So I have
Is that Dr. Dolittle slander I was hearing there?
It's not.
I will not stand for that.
It's not the Eddie Murphy one.
Oh, you're talking about just Doolittle.
I just do it. Yes.
Yeah, he should probably be. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, everyone has those movies, right?
Yeah. That's true.
You know, look at Gunn. His back catalogue ain't great.
Meh.
True. He got bangers with Scooby Doo 1 and 2.
Yes. Bangers is a word for those movies.
I mean, so
No, it's just reminded me of that one after credit scene. I think it was in 2 where legitimately the end credits, like the stinger of the end credits is basically Scooby playing a video game of himself and just telling you the password for Game Boy.
yeah. Okay. But,
I've never heard of that. Goddamn.
Yeah. He pulls on It's Not Real. They showed the end credits scene. It was just Scooby-Doo
confirmed.
playing.
Marvel Studios ruined post-credit scenes by ripping off Scooby-Doo. Confirmed. That's it.
Don't know, man.
I mean,
Jingles
makes
All the
sense.
Way
it
had like a post-credit scene.
That's the greatest stinger that will never be followed up. I'm so pissed. What the hell are we talking about?
Nightwing.
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 yeah.
Yeah.
See, Nightwing died in this podcast too. We might as well-
I legit forgot what we're talking about. Oh no. Here's my prediction though. Once Nightwing is in Batman Brave and the Bold, they're probably going to spin him off into like a Max series or something in Bloodhaven.
You
And
mean the Batman that's about Damien?
I mean, they said the whole Bat family's going to be
yeah,
in
they
there,
said
so
the whole family is going to be in the
Yeah.
movie.
just watch.
That's like 90 kids.
No, just
They
watch.
also said Batgirl was going to come out. Look at that happened.
True. But I suspect literally we're going to see the Bat family in there for like 10 minutes and, you know, we're going to have Nightwing in there. And he's like, Bruce, why'd you call me? I have a problem with my son. Yeah, I don't care. I'm going to Bloodhaven. Catch me on Max. And then it's just like, oh, okay. All right.
No.
It's, you know, fine. Because
I mean, I believe it, right? But
we've seen they can pull off Nightwing on a TV budget. I mean,
have we?
oh, man, I got to mention Titans again, and Nick is going to be all up in it.
Teen,
Being like,
Teen
yeah.
Titans, right? Teen Titans.
Yeah, Teen Titans.
That one future
What,
episode.
Teen Titans Go? I thought
Yep.
that was Robin, not Nightwing.
To be fair, we've never had Nightwing in live action, so maybe I just had a fever dream.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. It was definitely a fever dream of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
The delusions of a 15-year-old. That's what I think.
It's true.
I think happened there.
I still remember when people were like, I can't believe we've never seen Robin in live action. And I was just like, did everybody forget we have Batman Forever and Batman and Robin? I mean, Batman and Robin, I kind of agree, but like Forever's good, so...
Is it?
What? Oh, it is.
Technically, he had the Nightwing symbol on his chest.
Yeah.
To be fair.
True. It's true. Those are movies. So yeah, I don't know.
Definitely are.
There definitely are movies in Hollywood that exist. Well,
there are some movies of time. There you go.
Of the time. Definitely movies of time. Well, speaking of movies of time, I guess we're going to move on from the dead Nightwing project because it's dead. What else is there to say? R.I.P. Never got anything past the script, it sounds like. Well, no, at one point there was a report that they were looking at actors, and then it never moved past that, so...
Yeah. I'm shocked that an old movie in development for an old universe is not going to happen. I'm
Stunned.
Absolutely stunned.
Let's talk about peak Star Wars, shall we? Because Ahsoka released, and it is, in fact, peak Star Wars.
How can it be peak when it's got, like, 8,000 women in it?
Oh, that's a good question. Now I gotta retract what I just said.
There's one dude and he's the bad guy. They clearly hate men.
Yuck.
I'm not gonna.
The show hates men so much. Ray Stevenson died.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. I just now realized that show actually only has one guy in it. Huh?
It's got two, and they're both bad guys.
They had other guys. They had like the guys who were shooting the blasters at the dude.
Oh, right. The space Nazis were also working at the shipyard, and they're also the guys. Yes.
All the bad guys are dudes.
What?
Clear agenda.
I can feel my pee-pee shrinking from this show. That's what it's designed to do.
Marek is apparently... Oh, I assume Marek's a guy.
Yeah.
Damn, that means Ezra's going to be bad, too.
It does.
Bad as in he's a bad guy, or bad as he's going to roll up in like a Fonzie jacket and be like, hey, I'm alive. Okay, I want that one, though. I want the Fonzie Ezra.
Get both.
So I want to start this conversation on Ahsoka on one thing. The absolute smartest decision possible to release it the night before instead of waiting till like 3 to 4 a.m. because, I mean, like...
I'm going to be honest, it makes no difference to anyone outside the US.
That is true.
I still watched it the exact same time because it came out on a Wednesday, just 5 hours earlier.
Yeah. See, for us here, because typically it's like by the time you wake up in the morning, like my wife would go to work and all the coworkers would be like, okay, who's seen it and who hasn't, and then nobody can mention a single thing to avoid spoilers. And it's like they all watched all the Star Wars and Disney Plus shows. So it was always like, well, she watched it, and then the others were like, I got to wait till Friday, or I got to wait till I get home. So it's like, ugh. So honestly, bumping it in the schedule was smart. But also, the show itself is legitimately great. It's just Rebels, which is the best thing I could have ever asked for, because Rebels is my favorite Star Wars thing ever. So,
I prefer Clone Wars.
Ooh, we got a Filoni baiter here, huh?
You just said Rebels was your favorite.
Look, I am deflecting onto you, okay?
Even the first episodes are literally Filoni.
I was to say, Star Wars is Filoni now. Like, if you say you like it, you're
you can't avoid it no more.
It's true, though. It's true.
Now, anything if there's bad, just being Favreau now at this rate.
See, this is what Armin gets for trying to, like, channel Dalton from the group.
Don't blame this on me. Well, okay, so what is technically... okay, so we've had... Yeah, okay, so technically, Book of Boba Fett, everybody involved with that should be punished in some way, because that was the absolute worst thing they've done.
Oh, yes, Mando Season 3.
No, Andor was the worst thing they've done.
I can't talk about that. I have yet to see
I can, and I'm saying Andor is the worst thing they've done.
I can hear...
Even if, Boba Fett as a show is worse than Andor, but the narrative that people have taken from Andor, how everything has to now be Andor, and it's just turned the Star Wars fans into more Snyder people, makes Andor the worst one.
I'm going to text Jared right now. Mitch is insulting Andor on the show. He's about to send me a 12-minute reply.
I'm about to get punched at 1,000 miles an hour.
He's about to break.
He's going to come crashing through my window fist first.
He's going to look like Ezra on that one meme where his face is just dragging. That's just a punch coming at you.
Yeah. That is... I'll try and mute myself when the crash happens.
This time the Decepticons are coming after you instead of Ricardo. When it comes to Ahsoka, what kind of, like, stuck out to you the most outside of, to me, I thought the pacing was excellent. I've seen some people complain about it. I'm like, no, This went the pace where something happens, and then you got a little bit to cool off, and they progress the story, and then something happens again. It wasn't dragging. Like, Book of Boba Fett, the first 3 episodes was just like, I get it. He lays in a Bacta tank, he has a flashback, and then nothing happens for the rest of the episode. Like,
I mean, Tem's an old dude, man. He's got to rest at some point, right?
yeah, true.
Oh, no, I mean, watch my spoiler review for that one, for my majority of my answer.
No, with Ahsoka, people really complained about the pacing. I thought the pacing was, like, really good.
People complain about everything.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like this is, like, the most Star Wars-y thing that we got in a while.
I mean...
Now, is that because it had a crawl and it opened up with the top-down...
No, you know what? I actually didn't like the crawl. The crawl looked ugly. I was like, what? I
agree with you on that. It was weird that it wasn't at an angle.
Yeah.
It was just a generic little PowerPoint going up, and it felt weird.
Like, I get it, they want to save that
higher?
For the films, but, like...
Yeah, it was ugly.
Also, being red threw me off.
Yeah.
Because it's evil.
No,
Everybody's talking about Ahsoka.
It's through Thrawn's eyes, because his eyes is red.
Oh. Elon Musk's eyes got that.
I will say this, though, because I know I brought it up in the group. It was that one dialogue scene. This is like the smallest of spoilers. It's the one dialogue scene where Sabine was playing like the old like hologram recorder from Ezra, and he was like, "Oh, we're all family. I see you as a sister." I was like, "No, you don't."
See, I can't remember Rebels. I only watched it once, but yeah. I can't remember if that was... Because
if I remember Rebels correctly, like, they had, like, a little, like, you know, that little crushy thing going on, little young love and stuff. So when I heard, like, I see you as a
obviously,
sister,
you've read the room wrong, because...
Obviously.
No wrong.
I mean, Filoni clearly watched Star Wars again. He's like, well, if George Lucas was into incest and George R. Martin likes incest, I mean, Star Wars, time for incest, so...
So how can I make these brother and sister quick?
Just watch. The galaxy they're jumping...
Technically, Ray and this other dude, what's his name? He's dead, too. I forgot his name already. Oh, Kylo Ren. Yeah. You know, they're technically brother and sister in a way.
Are they, though?
I mean, look,
unless you count Star Wars comics canon.
just wait till they reveal that the galaxy they're jumping to is the Milky Way, and they land in Alabama, and then it's all gonna. I mean,
they're clearly gonna land on a desert, right?
They're gonna land on a desert planet that looks just like Tatooine and has that same overhang that they've been using since like 1999.
Yeah.
Yep.
You watch, it'll be all like green, massive plants. It'll be lovely.
That'd be cool.
They'll find a bit of sand, and Ahsoka will be like, ugh.
Darth Vader can't follow me here. I'll toss it into the hyperspace drive.
That's when Hayden shows up, just like, oh, God.
Are you standing on sand, little one? Snips, what are you doing?
Is this show only 6 episodes?
No, it's 8, I think.
Really? Oh, I was afraid it was like 5 or 6.
I think so.
Yeah, because I was like, wow, 2 episodes already, only 4 more to go.
Well, they got to wrap it up by Loki, so if you do the math, it makes sense why they're double dropping then. So, yeah.
Man, if the last episode
is 8 episodes, yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Good. Take it.
October 3rd is the finale.
Yeah, wow.
Man, Ahsoka should just bring back time travel, am I right?
Boo this man! Boo this man!
You brought it back in Rebels. You might as well just go full force. That's how they bring back Ezra. I don't know. Time travel again.
They don't have to bring him back because he's in the show already.
Yeah. You think he's the Inquisitor?
100%, yeah.
That's kind of what I'm leaning on to. He's been brainwashed, yeah.
Because if you look at it, if you want to go real, like, Snydery deep with everything and mythological, literally mythology.
This ain't Rebel Moon.
No, it is. Calm down, right?
Okay, so Mitch, Jared has replied. He says on one.
Actually, message him.
Oh yes. Here's his reply, and I quote: On one hand, Andor superfans annoy me. On the other, Mitch has such bad Andor taste that he should be fired. Respectfully.
Well, at least, I think the punch might have hurt less. But he half agreed with me. There you
It's
go.
true, it's true.
There you go. So
I
can't be fired for that.
by the end of this year, I'm going to watch Andor, I promise to Jared.
You will absolutely not.
Armin, if you watch Andor, I'll watch Andor.
So we can make a pact
Armin's
to
gonna
never watch
Andor,
it.
and that's it. The group's done. Like he's going to be on a tirade.
Watch me be the one person that's like, this is Star... I'm going to, get a top hat and a monocle, be like, this is proper Star Wars now.
Yeah.
I'm a gentleman that understands the complexity of Andor.
You think Armin was bad with Eternals, now that like Thor in the group. You have not seen Armin who's watched Andor and enjoyed it.
Oh, no.
I dread this day.
You don't understand the nuance of the slow. That's at least one
most
thing
boring
Ahsoka
stuff,
does not have. I was never bored. Not a single scene. I was always intrigued. And the lightsaber combat in this show?
Oh, did Twitter or social media slow down the pacing of the fight? Because when I seen the scenes on Twitter, I was like, "Oh, this is slow." But in the episode, I was like, something capped.
I mean, it's not supposed to be a quick fight, right? Because Sabine's having to think at every moment and really see it on her face. She's like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Right.
And then she gets Qui-Gon, and of course, no one dies from the Qui-Gon stabbing anymore. So
maybe
That's
Qui-Gon
true.
was just mid. Maybe he was just really mid.
I
I used to like Qui-Gon.
Until Jared Ricardo said that. Now see what happens.
No, I love Qui-Gon then, right? But now, as throughout the years of seeing people getting stabbed and they just tanking it, Qui-Gon is kind of mid.
He absolutely is mid. But don't tell
Yeah.
Jared.
He is.
Well, absolutely tell Jared that. He will come flying. You're closer. You're more... The proximity's smaller. You're in reach.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, back to Marek, though. If you look at Arthurian legend, Marek was a knight turned into a werewolf by a witch called Morgan. Now, what's the knight's sister's name? Morgan. Now, it could just be Filoni smacking it to wolves, and he wants the three bad guys to be wolves, because you've got Skull and Hattie.
Or it could be Filoni pulling a Zack Snyder, where he's
Exactly,
like, I'm so genius with this.
He's like, I'm going to take Tron Legacy, and I'm going to take Marek from King Arthur, and put the two together.
Yeah.
It's probably Anakin.
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if it was like an Anakin clone.
That honestly, they've been doing the whole cloning thing so much in Star Wars, and you can tell now, everybody stopped saying Filoni's gonna reboot Star Wars because this is clearly tying into the sequel trilogy and Mando even more. So everybody's like, let's not talk about our dumb theories now. But
That's my reason why I think it's Ezra. The whole Marek thing.
When we have more time, probably about midway through the show, when they get past the fourth or fifth episode, we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more on where it's going for the final ones. We just want to add it to the podcast because obviously a lot of people want to know our take on Star Wars and we don't talk about it in general. So there we go. We got an extended topic here for... Let's get to the big rumor. Secret Wars is going to be a reboot of the MCU, but we don't know the extent of the reboot. So
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I'm shocked the event that is a reboot is going to be used as a reboot.
I'm confused here because how could this possibly be if it follows the comics?
I know.
We're not even going to be alive when this movie happens. Why does it matter?
Well, yes, that's
I'm
true.
gonna have to correct you. It's going to be a soft reboot.
So a reboot.
I'd rather have a hard
No,
one.
certain things.
It's soft. I didn't realize this was a reboot for the libs. See, 'cause it's soft. Yeah.
You smiling like DeSantis over there?
I've never seen a man. There's a cartoon where someone tries to smile and it actively looks painful. I've never actually seen that on a real person before.
Yeah.
I was convinced he was pulling a bit, and it's
Nope, not a bit. Not a bit.
Like, what the hell is this man? What is wrong with this guy's face? He's
like
actually about to cry.
Because what the rumor is that originated from is that it was going to be similar up to what the Flash did or tried to do towards the end of the movie.
Yeah, so soft reboot. Like.
I mean, I'm cool with that, honestly. Like that's a good way to handle it, honestly, and to kind of you don't have to then wrap up all the loose ends you have everywhere, you know, which is I think that's kind of important.
Wait a minute, you're not Iron Man.
Which one do you think is going to keep the memories of the current MCU though?
I mean, that's if they even do that bit, right? But...
Watch it be another.
That one person.
No, I'm telling you, it's going to be a burden that only Spider-Man remembers everything now. Again, he's going to be.
Why? No, it's like, watch Iron Man be Tom Hanks.
Oh my god!
I mean, he's been like I think he's been asking the studios to put him into a comic book movie for a very, very long time, but no one.
Doesn't he want to be Jay Garrick though?
Well, no, he just gave us some examples, but he just wants to be in a superhero movie.
I mean,
I'll be honest, I'm not watching that. I can't stand Tom Hanks. Hot take, I know, but I can't. Outside of Toy Story,
Tom Hanks.
Outside of Toy Story, no, I can't do Tom Hanks. No.
Yeah,
I don't trust him.
I mean,
it's too nice. I don't.
Is it because of his son? His son is Jamaican, apparently.
The whole thing with I don't know, like this whole Secret Wars thing. It's like if it doesn't end in some sort of universe-altering fashion, then you wasted Secret Wars. And the last time somebody wasted multiple giant things you can only do once, they wasted the first confrontation of Batman and Superman, the death of Superman, Doomsday on film, the debut of Wonder Woman, and the Justice League coming together. So, you need to have consequence.
So you put
right?
it like that, that's like 8 movies.
But they did it all in 1.5.
One.
No, yeah, it was like 2 movies they did on 2.
Oh.
Grandma's Peach and everything. It's crazy.
Oh, God.
I am legit excited to see how they approach the whole semi-reboot, soft reboot. What do you do? Because this could then have an interesting, ramification on everything they do forward, right? Like, do you suddenly recast and then bring back a specific character that just exists?
100%. This is how you get Iron Man back.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
It's so obvious. Oh, we're going to have Iron Man back. We're going to have Steve Rogers back. We're going to have the original 6.
Uh-huh.
But this time it's going to be Ant-Man. We're going to have a different
X-Men
Hank Pym.
Right, and then you
just... the X-Men being in there. Fantastic Four always been there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, I think you can kind of pull off something really cool with that. And, then the whole thing becomes, okay, so we got the MCU post, Secret Wars. Now all the theories and speculation is, well, what do you think happened? What are these events like? What are they going to team up against? It's like it refreshes everything. And then you set up the long story is you eventually got Apocalypse, the Days of Future Past that involves more of the MCU, and then you got Galactus on the far end, right? So, you have another decade.
You can tie in Days so easily into Secret Wars.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Have that be I know it's not great doing that right off the bat, but, talking about people that remember, have it be Kitty Pryde.
Mm-hmm.
And Kitty Pryde's the one that remembers everything, and that's your first X-Men movie.
Yeah.
As if you have to do that way, but you could.
Yeah. And also, it opens them up to, in the last decade, Marvel did the genius thing with the X-Men, where they're like, okay, instead of setting the X-Men back every year to be Magneto and Charles always arguing, they're like, what if the characters just keep growing, but then we bring back younger X-Men through time and they just coexist? They could technically do something like that as well. And you're like, you know what? This could honestly work. It opens up a whole new universe of possibilities that you kind of just think about. You're like, it's more intriguing than just a straight up, here's a basic reboot.
The X-Men have thieved Kamala, and I don't appreciate it, so keep them away. I don't want to see no mutie. No.
Wow, we really brought this back all the way to DeSantis, huh?
You did, yeah.
No mutants up in here. Oh no.
You know, Xavier runs a school, and I don't want to know educational stuff, so get rid of that.
Take all those books out of the expansion.
I'm going to sue the Avengers because
Magneto
they own a land.
Just imagine Magneto shows up and he's like, "Don't your students know I'm a World War II survivor?" They're like, "No, we're forbidden to learn about that." Charles!
Just like there was a World War One, Dad.
Oh.
Damn, so Magneto would really be the hero of the story.
He always is the hero.
Is he the hero?
Oh.
It's like a terrorist situation going on there.
I mean,
To be fair, he's fighting against America. He's got to be.
It's fine. What he's doing, yeah, it's America prosecuting him. He's fine on Krakoa.
I just completely flipped my whole mentality against Magneto in 6 seconds there. Wow.
Just think about it.
Wow. He really was right the entire time. Good damn.
I mean, yeah, it's true. Well, so what do you think? Like, Secret Wars ends, and the perfect way to do it, right, is just do a flyby of, like, what's going on Earth, and suddenly we see it's, like, mutants everywhere. There's a Sentinel walking down the streets of New York.
You do know you just essentially said repeat the ending of Endgame, right?
Pretty much, yeah. You have to do that, right? Like, the long epilogue. Like, you have to do that. Because you got to leave some mystery out there, you know? Let's show Spider-Man with the black symbiote or something. Like,
nah, you know they're gonna show Spider-Man in that Spunkverse. Spider-Man's gonna be the only one at the end of Secret Wars crying. He's like, I gotta go back home.
Oh no!
He's like, this universe needs me. There's no Spider-Man. You'd be like, what? No Spider-Man.
Uncle Abby's forcing me to go work with Jared Leto, and I'm not sure what he might do to me.
I swear, I feel like that would happen. Where Spider-Man's like, look, this universe needs a Spider-Man, and I need to save it. That is the most, like...
Oh, I mean, let's be honest here. Those movies will actually be put into the MCU.
Yeah.
Even Kraven?
Even Kraven, yeah.
Just not Morbius. Don't acknowledge everything about Morbius.
Yeah.
Although...
We don't want Pedo Letter on here.
I don't know, because Disney seems to want him for Tron 3, and we just learned that movie was moving forward with him, so...
They had him in Haunted Mansion not too long ago, too.
Yeah, for like 6 seconds, apparently.
Was he haunting the actual mansion? Because that makes sense.
He was a ghost, yeah.
Okay, that checks out.
Not that I've seen that movie, but I had someone tell me about it.
You know he haunts kids. That's like his thing.
Little kid runs up to his parents. The ghost diddled me. Leto!
The ghost invited me to his private island.
Oh
no!
It's off the coast of Croatia. Want to go? No, not really.
Is that Richard Branson? What?
Secret Wars is going to be the wildest thing ever. That's what we're trying to say here, everybody.
I mean, it's just going to be a slideshow of all old actors playing their characters again, right?
Yeah. This is why I'm convinced all the rumors about it being a 2-part are in fact true. They're going to need it to be. Like, just the
Here's
epilogue.
Part 1, here's the slideshow. Part 2, maybe have a bit of plot in it.
Yeah.
But isn't that what King Dynasty was the part 1 of Secret Wars?
According to yes.
No, apparently.
Well, no, because they switched like the writer. Because when they decided not do the same writer and director, that's when they split them. But the original, I guess, report was that they were part 1 and 2 technically. So,
So I thought,
because it was supposed to be like King Dynasty. I thought it was like King Dynasty. Was it Shang-Chi and the Eternals movie?
Yeah.
And that in between.
Right, yeah.
You just heard it disgusted in Armin's voice, like,
Hey, man, Eternals got to come back with a banger.
Oh, they will.
Yes. That's my reply,
Still better than Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi's coming back. Gonna do that whole Wreckage of Time, yo. Wreckage of Time.
That's if Iger even cares about the budget anymore. He's like, you know what, just scrap the whole thing.
Yeah, honestly.
I mean, that's the thing you got to think of, right? With how poor studios losing so much money right now. Disney only made like $87 billion last year. Like,
They can't pay their writers and actors 0.0087% of their revenue.
No. Need that for a yacht. No. that percentage was specifically put aside for a fleet of yachts.
Like Secret Invasion was really money laundering.
Well,
100%.
100%.
100%.
They could combine 2 MCU shows. That could have been a whole movie right there.
Yeah.
Regarding like budget.
Insane.
With how Disney's getting sued for the Hollywood accounting over Avatar and that profits for that movie,
Yeah,
sue them. Like, what? How Avatar 2 made so much money? You better sue.
No, Avatar 2 made no money. It was a failure.
But it made
Disney hasn't made a single profit in like 50 years. It's nuts.
I believe it. It's all just cooking. Bob Chapek has been cooking the book since before he was born.
Yeah.
And then Bob Iger was in leagues with him.
I'm convinced Iger and Chapek were just clones.
I can believe it.
One's more defected than the other, but...
It's like the episode of The Simpsons where Bart is revealed to have a twin Hugo for the Halloween special. That's just Bob Chapek. He's Hugo.
I'd say one's Ben Reilly, the other one's Peter Parker.
Everybody, it's Secret Wars. That's what we know. This movie's going to be the biggest film of all time, right? Like,
I don't think so, no.
You don't think?
No.
Because the moment the first trailer ends with Steve Rogers looking off screen and going, Tony, and then it cuts to Secret Wars, $4 billion box office.
Yeah, but you need the other movies prior to make money first. And they're not making
Mitch, don't worry. This is the law of the Avengers film, okay?
Mitch, you telling me people wouldn't be crazy to see a 60-year-old Hugh Jackman, an old Tobey Maguire.
I think by the time Secret Wars comes out and like Gen Z's in a retirement home, no one's going to give a damn about old man Jackman.
They're the same people, bro. The same retirement people still came out to see Top Gun 2 and Avatar 2.
Yeah,
people
but they were boomers, right? Boomers aren't going to survive another 5 years, right? Like, Gen Z don't give a crap about no Top Gun Maverick. No.
Well, with the pandemic striking back around, like it's goddamn.
There is that, yeah.
You know, it's yeah.
So the movie's got to get made, and it has no writers and actors currently.
Yeah, and it's scheduled for 2000.
Secret Wars really lost like an actor. I mean, the writer.
Every project lost writers and actors, okay. Ricardo.
I mean, remember the Kang Dynasty writer Jeff Loveness, who wrote what's it called, Quantumania. He got fired. So,
oh, thank God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my heart.
Ricardo dodging bullets.
I still don't. I need to watch the movie again, but I remember I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it, but that's yeah.
It's got MODOK in it. How can you not like that movie?
Yeah.
Bro, I remember walking out that theater angry, and I was complaining to my friends. I was like, maybe I don't like the MCU anymore.
I mean, I get being angry that MODOK was killed off, right? That's perfectly fine.
It was like, I just hated like how they set it up. King was like, every universe and timeline, I've beaten everybody. I was like, you got jumped by giant ants and Ant-Man and Wasp. Nah, bro, this you're not King.
But they were socialist ants. That's why they're better.
Oh my God.
Socialism beats fascism, Ricardo.
They were woke ants.
Exactly. Hank Pym's now woke. Nice. That's all we need. It's best timeline.
This is all true.
Well, can't wait for the MCU. The Secret Wars, am I right? Should be 10 out of 10.
I couldn't wait, but I don't think my body will allow it.
I'm going to be by the time this thing comes out, I'm going to be like 57 years old and forget to take my meds and forget everything that happened. That's how long this film is till it's out. Like,
I'll probably like drown underwater because global warming.
So I want to set this example for everybody. If we follow current console generations, Secret Wars is releasing the same year.
Dare say PS10?
No. It's literally Secret Wars will release within the same 6 months as the PlayStation 6.
I mean, that's not bad. It's only the next generation.
I can see that happening.
That's how far away it is. So another 4 to 5 years is when we're expecting to see the next gen start, and that's when we can expect this. So it's like it sounds close and far away at the same time. Like it's.
Armin's gonna actually be a granddad by the time Secret Wars comes out.
I could actually be. I don't know. For all I know, like this whole world might cease to end because another asteroid we won't spot till it passes us because the sun is blocking it might take us out.
I mean, there's craters in Australia. There's a crater in the ice caps. Like, there's everywhere.
Yeah.
The government confirmed the UFOs, so I'm waiting for the aliens to reveal themselves.
I was not shown a single alien. Nothing was confirmed.
Maybe the aliens should just really be about it. Just like, we exist, but they just watching TV. They probably paying rent too.
Their rent is too high as well.
I refuse to believe that rent is a universal constant.
Yeah, that's true.
If they want to live on
how
this
depressing
planet,
an idea is that? Like,
what if all this UFO and alien talk is just secret viral marketing for Secret Wars, and they're going to reboot the universe with Disney in charge?
I mean, does that mean we're going to get launched into a different version of Earth?
Hopefully.
I'd be fine with that, to be honest.
Isn't that the plot to Avatar?
No, it's incursions.
I want to be a blue person, man.
Which Avatar are you talking about, in fairness?
Which Avatar are we talking about?
The blue one, right?
I haven't seen the blue one, the new blue one.
Oh, okay. It's blue, all right.
Because I'm intellectual, so...
It's blue. That's all you need to know. And there's a lot of swimming.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to just swim out of this topic because we've hit a brick wall. So there we go, everybody. This is happening there.
It's funny how the brick wall is when Avatar gets brought up. 'Cause that franchise is creatively...
Last time we talked about Star Wars, it was Andor, and this time it's Avatar. Oof. I guess that has brought us to the end of this show. It's been a good one. Yeah.
It's been alright.
Yeah, it's been good. So...
I mean, I got abused by Jared. It's not a good show. And he wasn't even here.
Well, that's how it works, I suppose. So... we're going to leave you guys this week with that. Obviously, we'll be back for another podcast. So you guys all take care.